This is the opportunity I've been looking forward to my entire life, and I think the fact that it's happening and that I'm officially a vendor at the Bryant Park Winter Village and that it's not a dream is the craziest thing ever. But that definitely doesn't mean everything is rainbows and sunshine. I'm coming off of 3 of the most stressful days ever, 2 days setting up the booth and the first day of the market, none of which went as planned. But during this first weekend of my booth being open, I really started to get into the groove of it, chatted with some amazing customers and you guys, gave myself grace and started to slowly stop and smell the roses here at the New York City Bryant Park Winter Village. I hope you enjoy. Good morning, guys. It is day 2 of Bryant Park. Setting up 2 days ago, most stressful day of my life. Then I get to the next day 2 of setting up. I was like, oh my gosh, wait, no, today is the most stressful day of my life. And then yesterday happens, day 1 of Bryant Park being open, and I was like, no, today is the most stressful day of my life. Long story short, I've been stressed. What a great opportunity for me to be here, for this to look like this, and like obviously it kind of came together. It did come together. I'm exaggerating, okay? I'm a perfectionist. I have a vision, and this isn't the vision yet. Tilting a little this way. But we're at day 2 of Bryant Park. I feel so much better. I feel excited again. I did not feel excited the past 2 days. No. I felt stressed and overwhelmed and sad and frustrated. I've been looking forward to this probably my whole life, and I think that's a lot of what happened, just the anticipation of this and feeling so unprepared, and there's nothing I hate more than being unprepared. But here we are. It looks cute. I still feel like I want to cry all the time, but now I feel like I want to cry because I'm just so happy that it came together and then I did it, and that there were so many people helping me, and all of your DMs just like pulled at my heartstrings so hard. People came and gave me gifts. I'm gonna like go through all of that in detail and like show you like how the past 3 days went and talk more in depth about it. But like right now, the booth opens in literally an hour and a half. There's still more to do, so let's do some of it. I will also indeed give a booth tour at some point. Not now. Disco ball, pretty, cute, makes all of the pretty reflections. I use this to hide the corner where the wires are, so that goes there. I don't know what this is doing here. In this corner, I have more cardboard boxes that I don't want here. I just want it to look like this with all the white candle boxes, and I want these scents to line up with the display scents. That will be like a last minute thing, but for right now, priority is to get rid of these cardboard boxes because the aesthetic is not it. We don't want the cardboard boxes. This goes to the front. I just moved it overnight because I didn't want anything like too close to the door thing. Also, the vinyl door is closed right now. This is empty. It doesn't need to be here. These can be boxed up. Prosecco. Oh, okay, I think it's happening. I'm gonna clean up this corner because I do have someone coming to help me today. A couple people helping. This is kind of blank because I need to still put up my price chart here. That's why I still have like stuff like drills and screwdrivers and stuff taking up space. That might happen tonight, maybe today if I could swing it. I probably won't be able to swing it. Just trying to like come up with some space that I can use. Oh, maybe I'll put up this garland. Not me getting distracted. But it'll hide the wire nicely. Ooh, do I do that? Seems kind of a hard, daunting task. Wait, let me try to do it. I brought lunch today so that I'm not cranky. So I took the bus in today because I didn't need to bring that much stuff in. I've been Ubering. The Uber charges have been ridiculous, but what needs to be done is going to get done. This I'm gonna put like somewhere. I put it in there for this space here. Right now I think that's fine. And to hide all this, the garlands will work. They will work. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. Just have to find the hooks. Oh, I think I put them under everything. I had all my crap in this corner. She probably can't even see from there, but I can see it and it's bothering me. Putting hooks. Yeah, I'll use big hooks. Yeah, I'll use big hooks. I just I just drilled some holes into the drywall. Now I'm like screwing in some hooks. I give you 2 days to set up. I had 6 weeks to prepare inventory and such. And so therefore here I am on day 2, still kind of like preparing things. That looks good. Then I'll hide everything down here. I need to fluff it up a little bit. Garland number 2. I got these like at a store around the corner. I was gonna go to Michael's, but these were $5. Jack's, I think is what it's called. It might be a common store. I just don't know. Just passed by it a bunch on my way from Port Authority to here. I'm like the first one here. Oh, my heater's working. It feels so good. It's not that cold out yet, but like being a little warm. Oh my gosh, yes, I'm a genius. Gotta put some like ornaments on here or something. There's not that many people walking by right now, but I mean it's New York City, so there's a bunch of people walking by. But It feels really chill in the morning. I think I'm definitely gonna get here early every day just to like fix things up, stock inventory. I haven't needed to stock inventory yet. I mean, it's only been one day, but yesterday went pretty tame, like probably like one of my normal pop-ups, you know. It was also day one, so now people know we're open. I think like more people will come. It's also a Saturday. Okay, please win the hook, please. There you go. Oh my gosh, so cute. You guys are like, what have you been doing? I can't even see. Yeah, sorry, I'll show you in a second. This is a tight space, so camera angles will be limited. The only reason you're allowed to be right there is because the door is closed and no customers are in here. Okay, one more, just to fully hide the wire. All right. Oh, what do you know? This is my last garland, so good thing I had exactly this amount. I can always go back and buy more if I so desire. These hooks are crazy good. They're from Amazon. I'm gonna link everything I use for this booth because it took me weeks of research. So if you ever want to do something like this, I'll just give you all of these products in case you like them. In January, after this is over, when I actually sit down and think about that this happened, because right now I am not in the headspace to be thinking, but I think I'm gonna be like, what the heck? What just happened? Because right now I am not processing anything that's happening. That doesn't sound that good. I should probably sit down and like think about what's going on and appreciate it and be grateful for it and live in the moment a little bit. I am living in the moment. That's the whole issue right now. Anyway, this looks amazing. Some of my best work of masking messes. Wait, is that beautiful? You gotta see it from afar. I light a candle every day. This one needs to be fixed up at the top because there's like a little like air bubble. So I'm just gonna use this as a tester for people. So peppermint mocha today. I think it'll be good for like a chilly day. How do you use this? Oh, I'm just too weak to do it with one hand. Nice. What I'm doing right now is you're crooked. I'm packaging up some more products that are not in boxes yet. So I have to figure out what isn't in boxes yet. I think we should do sandalwood. Yeah, because I don't have any of those. Basically, I want people to be able to grab the thing that they want because it's already pre-packaged in like one of these cute boxes, so I don't have to waste time packaging myself. I have the sandalwood musk candles here. I've been having beef with the stickers because I have so many. It's like hard to find what I need in this bag. I should get like a nice organizer. If you guys have an organizer for like stickers that are like this that I recommend, let me know. Basically, I just put these boxes together and then I put the candle label on there. Then I wrap up the candle, put it in here. If you're like, Monica, this should have been done way before Bryant Park opened. I don't disagree, but there were things that needed to just be put on the back burner, and this was one of them. Because this can be done anywhere, anytime. Making the candles themselves, buying the booth materials, putting together the booth, etc., that couldn't be done. That couldn't be put off. So that's why I prioritized other things. I honestly don't even know what video this is going in. I've been so behind on YouTube videos. As of today, I have like 4 or 5 vlogs of me prepping for Bryant Park and have not posted one of them. Now we are, it feels like, deep in the midst of Bryant Park, and I haven't even shown you guys too much of the prep process. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, so this is my door. It's basically just like a really heavy vinyl flap. Not like crazy secure, but we have like shackle locks down the bottom that were drilled into the ground. Some people are using like extra zip ties. There's like a wire that goes down. There's security like 24/7. Like they're always by the steps that are right behind this. So I think it should be fine. Worst case, I'm like, what? They steal some scrunchies. I'll be upset because that's mean and I don't want people to be mean, but I don't have like jewelry. I don't plan on leaving my cash box here. Also, my candles are heavy, so it would be funny to watch a robber like try to lug I don't know how many candles they would want to take. But honestly, how are you guys doing? How are the holiday markets? Are they going well for you? Distract me. Give me some information. How are the holiday markets near where you guys are? Do you guys have like really long holiday markets like this? I know they do this in like Philly, and I think someone said Connecticut. I can't remember. Oh, Puerto Rico, I think, yeah. Or is this just like a crazy New York City thing that we do? I mean, it's not crazy. People travel all around the world to New York City for the holidays. I'm stressed for when it gets closer to Thanksgiving, so I think like things are gonna go really fast and I'm gonna need to keep up with inventory. But the people I've trained so far, I've only trained 2 people, but they're really great. One girl is a small business owner. I forgot to ask her if it's okay if I share her name. And then my friend Anthony, who I've known for forever, he doesn't really know anything about running a small business, but as soon as I time, everything, he was like so excited about it. Like I remember that excitement of when I first started doing markets, and like that's what he had. It was fun. And the peppermint mocha candle smells so good. For the people who came yesterday, thank you so much. I really appreciate it for you guys coming on day one. You really like boosted my mood from being a sad, frustrated, annoyed, cranky, overwhelmed girl to being like, oh shoot, thanks for making me feel happy. Like, feel good now. So thank you for that. Oh, I'm also filming a reel today. I forgot. Let me get some content, vertical content. That was cringy. That was also cringy. We're not gonna talk about that. Actually, still like a little warm here. I mean, right now it's like 48, but that's actually like not too bad compared to like the 30s that we've had. So I have the heater set to low and I'm only wearing a sweater. I feel pretty good. Although the door isn't open yet with the breeze coming in, so we'll see. Guys, it's towards the end of day 2. I'm here with Alex. Alex, say hi. One of my amazing sales associates, and we're chilling. This is the first time I could sit down and just like enjoy the fact that this is happening and that this is done. We went through a million cardboard boxes and now we're finally done with making the booth look pretty. There are no cardboard boxes like showing to customers. They're all like behind the kiosk now. I do still have to do this back wall because it looks kind of empty. I got to put like the pricing here, but honestly it looks good and sales were good today and I'm happy and excited. Good morning. Day 3. I forgot to put on bottom eyeliner, which is ridiculous. Today is so chill compared to day 1 and day 2. I feel good. Everything is kind of where it's supposed to be. I'm just restocking some of the shelves. I keep some things all the way up there, but I like to move them down so that people can grab things from down here and not have to like reach all the way up. It's really high up there. That's mainly meant for backstock. And then I also want to make some more gift sets. So I'm doing that this morning. I'm also fixing up some candles over here with my heat gun. Doing A-okay on day 3. It's a Sunday, by the way. I set up the rest of the booth. I packed up some candles. I brought some candles back down. I tidy up this back section. Doesn't look that tidy, but it's pretty clean. And I'm feeling good. This is the first day, the first morning where I felt just genuinely like prepared and good and ready. It is 9:38. We open at 10 and I'm just gonna keep packing some more candle gift boxes. Take some content. Do the thing. Guys, it's going great today. It's a Sunday, so it's like still a weekend. I'm here with Allie. Do you want to say anything?
Hi.
I love that. My sales associates have been the best. I literally haven't had any complaints. Everyone picks everything up so quickly. There's actually nowhere to put the camera down at all, so that's why I haven't been vlogging that much. And there's a lot of fingerprints on. I gotta clean this 1 second. It's so. How did that happen? Oh my gosh. I must have just accidentally been touching it or something.
Swipe.
I know. I got bratwurst. That's just chilling there, and fries. They were really yummy. Made a good amount of sales today. A lot of mini candles and a lot of gift sets. Still have a good amount of big candles left, so that's good because I would be like so upset if I needed to restock big candles this soon into the market. It's day 3, so I feel like we're doing good on inventory. I'm not feeling tired at all. Today is like the first day where it's basically 5 p.m. now, and I feel good. Like I don't feel like I want to die. I don't feel like I am too sleepy to continue. So I think this is going to be okay for the next upcoming weeks. Hi guys! Forgive me, my voice is coming and going, a little bit sick, a little bit of a scratchy throat. We're about a week after this video was actually filmed. I'm filming a little outro recap situation right now. In the beginning of the Bryant Park Winter Village being open, I didn't film as much. I wasn't as chatty. I wasn't as just good at explaining what was going on. I was overwhelmed. I was stressed. I was trying to make sure the booth itself was doing a-okay and not really taking care of anything else on the side, including filming YouTube videos. So I would love to just go through some of your questions that you asked when I posted a story. I think it was the night before the Bryant Park Winter Village opened, or my booth opened, and I just asked if you guys have any questions for me about the process, about really anything, and you guys were very interested. So let's start at the beginning. How do you plan on having enough product for all 52 days? That's a great question. It's a really great question. The first part of my plan is to make sure that I have free time to make inventory. AKA, I'm not at the booth at all times. So right now, my booth is open. It's 3:50 on a Saturday, and my booth is open, and I'm not there. I'm here filming. I'm here fulfilling online orders. I'm here heating up my candle wax so I can make more candles. Basically, the plan is to continue to make inventory throughout the entire market as inventory needs to be replenished. And I make myself available to do that by having sales associates. So I have amazing sales associates, and those sales associates are at the booth, checking out customers, replenishing inventory that I keep like in back stock, putting them back onto the shelves, chatting with customers, answering questions, sending me updates, and they're all so amazing. I think I've met pretty much all of them at this point in person and done a shift with them, and they were just so great and so helpful, and that relieves a lot of stress on my part and gives me so much more time back, and also just lets me have peace of mind that, okay, my booth is doing a-okay, sales are happening, products being sold, products being pushed out. I also have an intern who's helping me with social media and email marketing. She's also helping me with a whole bunch of other things. I'm gonna put that on a whole separate video, but the plan basically is to accept a lot of help and support throughout this entire market so that I stay sane and I'm able to continue to make inventory basically every single day. Like every single day I'm making something, even if it's for 5 minutes, making a whole bunch of more decals. My mom is making scrunchies for me on top of me making scrunchies. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Basically, crafting every day. I got a lot of questions about how much inventory I prepared before the market began. Approximately, I prepared around $20K worth of inventory, most of which was candles, and then also some pouches, decals, tote bags, you know, all my other inventory. I just wanted to have a lot done. I wanted to have over my vendor fees worth of products done, knowing that, okay, worst case scenario, I don't make any more inventory. I sell just what I have done before the market, and that'll cover my vendor fee at least. But that's like worst case scenario. Obviously things have worked out pretty well where I'm continuing to go home and make more things and come back, reload the whole booth with the different things that are selling out. But yeah, I think I prepared pretty well candle wise, except I prepared a lot of big candles, but I should have known mini candles would do a lot better, so I should have prepared more mini candles. I also should have expected more supplier issues, especially around the holidays. My one supplier, Makesy, has gotten so much more popular over the 4 years that I've been using them, and I just never got used to the fact that they are popular. And so I'm like ordering things expecting them to arrive in 3 to 7 days. That's not happening. Like, I've been ordering things and they won't arrive for like 2 weeks. So that's something I've been getting used to. People are saying they love the pink. The pink paint of my booth is like my favorite decision that I made of this entire process. I feel like I went with like the perfect shade of pink. I love the pink. How are you doing? Must be stressful, but at least you made it. Yes, that's exactly how I feel. So stressed, but at least I'm here. The most stressful part is over. Basically what you saw happen in this video, as well as the video before this with me setting up the booth, that was the most stressful thing that will happen this entire process, I'm pretty sure. Until we get to the last day of the market when we actually have to like pack everything up, that might be stressful too. But now I'm just chilling. I'm like, this is a normal market. I'm doing what I know and love. This is exactly like the lifestyle I chose. Like, I want to be doing markets. I want to be talking to customers. I want to be making and selling products. Like, this is my zone. I'm in my zone, okay? So this part is not stressful at all. I feel good and chill. The stressful part was the part before this where I had to anticipate all of this. But now that we're deep in it, I'm like, this is where I belong. So I'm doing good, thank you. I'm getting a lot of people just saying like, I don't have a question, but best of luck. Thank you, thank you. How were you able to secure a space there? Small business with dreams of doing it one day. I applied. I didn't know anyone through the Bryant Park Winter Village Urban Spaces organization. Urban Space is like the name of the organizer who organizes a lot of the holiday markets in New York City. I had no affiliation with them. I don't think they knew me. I really didn't know about them, honestly, until I went to go look up how to apply for this market. The reason I applied for the market in the first place was because I've been going to it for like my whole life. And this year I was like, wait, what if I wasn't a consumer at this thing? What if I was a merchant and a vendor? So I Googled, literally Googled Bryant Park Winter Village 2024 application, like vendor application. And the first search was the application. So I clicked on it. It was the Urban Space website, and it was just like a Google form looking form. I put in a lot of my business details. I put in a bunch of pictures about my displays in the past. Good thing I've done a lot of pop-ups, so I had a lot of really great professional looking pictures of my setup of my normal like outdoor tent markets. And I think honestly that's what did it. The question being like, how are you able to secure a space there? Like, I really do think it was the fact that I looked like an experienced vendor and I had really good pictures of past markets, like various past markets that I've done. I was reputable. They probably looked up my website and it looked good and it looked like I had updated listings. They probably looked me up and saw that I make videos and that I'm like active when it comes to like my small business. So I think like, honestly, this is just speculation, but I do think that overall just my online presence and my previous experience of doing local markets is what made me stand out a little bit as like a first-time vendor. I know it's so hard to get accepted into these because vendors are basically in it and they keep coming back every single year. So the availability to have a new like spot and a new vendor come in, I feel like the chances of this happening are so low. But I do think those were the things that they looked at and they were like, oh, Monica might be a good fit. Let's try her out for 1 year. And then I talked about this in my I got accepted into the Bryant Park Winter Village video, but I was waitlisted. After filling out the application, I was waitlisted and I got notified that I was off the wait list and got accepted to one of these more like extension type booths that it's not like in the park. It's like right down the steps of the park, still along the park perimeter, but like not in the center of the park. I got a notification of that first week of October, and they said in order to secure your spot, you sign a contract and you pay the deposit. And I did those two things within a week. And that's how I secured my spot. Will you be making multiple vlogs about the experience? You best bet. I created a playlist as well with everything. So currently the playlist has all of my prep videos for this market, and I'm going to continue to add all of the vlogs that are during Bryant Park. Do you feel prepared? Okay, back last week when this video was filmed, did I feel prepared? No. I felt so unprepared, but I got over it because like it's in the past. I don't feel prepared, whatever. Let's move forward. Let's make more inventory. Let's have a good time at the market. Let's meet the sales associates. Like all we can do is just like look forward. So no, at the time I didn't feel prepared, but now that I am officially 2 weeks into it, I feel like I prepared as much as I could have. Like I did everything I could. People are asking, how do I know which pieces of inventory to make? I've been doing markets for the past 4 years, more like 3 years actually. And over the course of that, running my business, doing markets, doing online sales, I just know what sells. In Shopify, it gives you a report of exactly how many of each candle you sell per month, the frequency people buy things, and without a doubt, I know the top 3 best-selling candles. And my markets here in Jersey aren't gonna be so different in New York City, like 15 minutes away. Like it's still gonna be similar bestsellers because people like similar things. And then on top of that, I knew that people love repping New York City, so I also introduced 3 seasonal New York City type exclusive scents, and I knew those would do well just because I've tested doing location specific products at other markets. For example, when I go to Jersey City, I'll make tote bags that say Jersey City on it. When I go to Hoboken or stay in Hoboken, I make tote bags that say Hoboken on it. No matter what city I go to, like those all do so well. It's the same tote bag just with a different city name on it. So I knew that if I put New York City on it, those would also do well, with the same concept of putting the words New York, New York and holiday cheer on a candle. I knew that would do well as well. And then how much to make. So I know Bryant Park. I go there all the time. Guaranteed hundreds of thousands of people will be passing by throughout the duration of the market. I know that this is a high attraction for tourists. I know this is a high attraction for the locals looking for local types of like products. It's like one of the biggest and best and well-known holiday markets in the world. So I just made as much as I could. The bestseller, Sandalwood Musk and High Tide, I must have made going into the market maybe 200, which doesn't seem like a lot, but that's so much more than I would normally make for the bestseller. And I guess, you know, I didn't have too much of a strategy. I was more of just like, I think the pumpkin chai won't sell that well because we are leaning out of the fall season. So I made maybe a fourth as much of the pumpkin chai than I did of the peppermint mocha scented candles. So it was guessing. A lot of it was guessing. And as the first day and week went along, I'm adjusting my inventory quantities based on how things are selling. What was the hardest part of preparing for this event? How different was the prep? The prep was not that different, except for the fact that I needed to store hundreds and thousands of products in my crafting room and surrounding areas. I overflowed into the dining room area. I overflowed into the kitchen. I overflowed to outside the door to our little like landing area right outside our apartment door, into the bedroom. Like, and the hardest part about prepping, or the different part about prepping, was definitely that I needed to get creative with where I put things because it was not getting safe piling candles up really high, and I wasn't able to work in this space making more candles and sewing. Like literally on this desk, like my desk was piled up with stuff. I couldn't sew unless if I had a clean space, and so I needed to move the stuff, the done inventory, the half done inventory elsewhere, and that really truly brought the creativity out of me. A lot of people are asking about the vendor fee and how I was able to pay that. So first of all, the entire vendor fee was $16,000 and it was not due right away. There was a deposit, which I don't recall exactly how much the deposit was. And then I had a payment plan, so I could pay in portions up until a certain date. And I'm sure if I wasn't on the wait list, I would have had more time to make that payment. I know not everyone has $16K just lying around ready to be put into a vendor market, but you do also have to realize that up until 2 months ago, I was working this full-time job and my corporate full-time job and doing content creation. So I was saving a good amount of money. And even if you aren't able to save that amount of cash, I don't want this to scare you away. Like, don't let this vendor fee scare you away, because I'm telling you right now, I made that vendor fee back and we are only 2 weeks into the market. It's a 7-week long market and I made the fee back. Everything else from here on out is just like profit. There are other tools that you can use. There's so many different services and funding options for you. Taking out a loan, again, very responsibly taking out a loan. If you're signing up for this sort of market, then that probably means you're a successful small business and you are making a profit every single quarter at least, or maybe just like more broadly, every single year you're making some sort of profit and you're not really worrying about if your products are going to sell or not. And if you feel that way about your small business, then you need to sign up for these sorts of markets, because you're going to make your vendor feedback so quick and be exposed to so many new people and so many like more opportunities after this, because this market, low-key, I think just makes my brand a lot more reputable, knowing that the city of New York City, the organizers of Bryant Park, trusted me to have a booth there. Like, that gives me some props, I think. And so like that alone is just worth it. I think so many doors are about to open up for me because of this. So when you look at the vendor fee, think of it not as you're losing something and you have to pay something, but that you are about to be exposed to so many more opportunities. But on the flip side, be responsible. If you can't afford it and you don't think your business will make that back, this isn't for you right now at this time, but maybe it will be in the future. What's something you're loving so far? I love this. Keep me accountable, keep me grateful, keep me humble. What am I enjoying so far? I am meeting so many of you guys who watch my videos, and interesting enough, a lot of you guys who found me very, very, very recently via the I quit my corporate job video, or I signed up for the Bryant Park Winter Village video, both of which I post in like the past month or two. And then I'm also meeting some of you guys who have been with me since I had 100 subscribers, like back in 2019 or 2020. And that is making my heart so full, knowing that first of all, I'm able to sell to the strangers of New York City who are just walking by, but also people who are intentionally coming to the Bryant Park Winter Village to check out the whole market, of course, but specifically are also looking for my booth. Like, that makes my heart burst, okay? That's all you guys, okay? That's something I'm loving right now. Are you getting some self-care time in? I'm saving that for January. I know I'm a big advocate for balance and making sure you have time for rest and relaxation. The way I'm doing that right now at a time when I just have this really amazing like event and opportunity to be taking advantage of is doing a couple things. One, making sure I'm getting enough sleep every single night. So I do get my 7 to 8 hours of sleep every single night, prioritizing going to bed instead of making more stuff, instead of reading my book, instead of, I don't know, even cleaning the apartment. Like, I'm prioritizing sleeping. And then two, I'm also not accepting any other sorts of projects right now. I'm not taking on anything else right now. My sole focus is the Bryant Park Winter Village, vlogging it, and fulfilling online orders. So I am very go when it comes to this product-based business. There are details in the description of this other business that I am in the process of building. I have an ever-growing list of new projects that I want to start, both for my personal crafty life and also for my business. I have DIY Christmas gifts that I want to do, but all of those things I fully just put on the back burner, and I think that's number one. A-okay to hold off on certain things when you know that this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and you don't want to look back and regret that you didn't give it your all. So that's like the second thing I'm doing, sleep and making Bryant Park my sole priority. And then when it comes to rest, I honestly think that it's okay to grind for a little bit, again, for the right reasons, and then kind of rest when it's over. So January, catch me taking the whole month off to just recenter myself, reset my space, reset my life. We're going on a vacation. I pushed off a lot of brand deals till January, and I just know that if I took 2 hours right now to go hang out with my friends or to get a massage or to scroll on TikTok, that would be more detrimental to my mental health and to my physical health even than if I were to do more productive, restful things, like sitting here watching my favorite YouTubers while elasticking scrunchies, or laying in bed editing a YouTube video while blasting some music that I love. Like, restful things that I find personally restful, but I'm also being low-key a little productive while also prioritizing the rest and the priorities that I need. Anyway, hope that kind of makes sense. I don't really know. 2 words to describe the preparation stage: really stressful. I explained it in the video I put out before this, that I think that was the most stressful 2 days of my life, including the few days before my wedding, including times in high school when I consider that to be like one of the most stressful times of my life. The 2 days before my Bryant Park booth opened, I was just so overwhelmed. I didn't know what I was doing. I think that's where a lot of the overwhelmed, stressed feelings stemmed from. I don't like not knowing. I don't like diverting from the plan. I don't like being unaware. Like, I want to know, okay? I want to know, and I want to plan, and I want to follow it. And none of that was happening. Just so many things were different than I thought they would be. And I was trying to go with the flow. I was trying to learn as I went, but that just made me, continuously stressed. Thank goodness that's over. Do you have to be there for the whole season? Yes. So my booth is open from November 15th through January 5. On January 5, every single one of the vendors leaves. We all load out at the same time, except for the ice rink and maybe the food vendors that are around the ice rink. I think they might stay up until like March or something. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. But I am personally not there every single day. I have sales associates that help me, and it's the best decision I've ever made in my life. How much product did you have to make for the whole 52 days? I'll let you know when it's over how much product I make, because like I said, I'm making it throughout the whole season. So by the end, I'll give you exact numbers on how many candles I sold, how many pouches I sold, etc., etc. Do they offer free parking for vendors? No. First of all, most of the vendors don't own cars because a lot of us are New York City based vendors. So you hire trucks, you hire movers, you hire just people to bring your stuff. I Uber over with a bunch of like products that are heavy, or I take the bus in. So if I'm just bringing scrunchies to restock or pouches, like light stuff, I take the bus and I carry it in a little big bag. A little big bag, that's silly. For those of you who are not from the New York City metro area, this is very normal. There's no such thing as free in New York City. There's also no such thing as parking in New York City. There's no such thing as owning a car. There's no such thing as space or extra space. So I definitely ran into a lot of vendors who were in the same situation as me, where we hired people to bring our stuff over and then we don't have a car ourselves to really, do anything with it. But I mean, this is our lifestyle here. We're very used to it. People are like, 52 consecutive days? Yes, no breaks. What are your plans to stay mentally sane? Honestly, vlogging it. I think like the fact that I get to talk through my issues via a vlog, I would never do this. Like, I like to think that I journal pretty consistently. I do not. So I never really get my thoughts out unless if I'm talking to my camera, and I usually put most of it online. Some of the things I cut out because I'm like, ooh, you guys do not need to know that. But I love being able to share and know that my experience will help other people. That's just, I keep that in the back of my mind, being like, okay, this sucks, but it's gonna help someone not have to deal with that in the future. And that just makes me feel so good. And it helps me stay mentally sane, knowing that I'll have these memories forever and they'll help someone. People are asking for numbers on how much I spent on inventory and my displays and everything. And I think I might do a more comprehensive video on all of that after the market's over, just so I have a more like holistic view of what had happened. Because right now I'm just sitting on a bunch of receipts and continued expenses and costs, and I just want it to be over and done with so I can sit down on my little spreadsheet and calculate out everything and then give you guys like the full picture. But it's a lot. Definitely spent a lot. I think that's all I'll go through right now in this moment. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for dealing with me as I navigate this hard thing that I just signed myself up for, and it's hard, but it's so fun and I'm having the best time. I already can't wait to do it again next year. Hopefully, if they have me back, I would love that so much. And we're not even halfway over this market. I'm already thinking about next year. Thank you for being here. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.